Welcome back, and with me today is Tadd Nicholson, Executive Director of the Ohio Corn and Wheat Growers Association. We're here at the beautiful Molly Caron Ag Center in London, Ohio at the Farm Science Review. Beautiful day today. Thanks for being with us today, Tadd.
Sure, thanks for having me.
You know, when people think about the Corn and Wheat Growers Association, what they always want to know what they're getting for their value. When they have those checkoff dollars and they're paying that and they're going, wow, what are you guys doing for me? You want to talk a little bit about a couple of the things you're working on?
Well, there's a really big one that we're really trying to highlight here at the Farm Science Review, and it has to do with trade. We know that in the next 10 years, our demand is going to be outside the United States somewhere. That's where the buying power is. That's where the people are. It's where our products are going. So anytime that we're increasing value for corn, it's because we have increased demand, and it's outside the United States. But the interesting thing is we could do it in all forms of corn. So anytime we feed livestock in Ohio, that's using corn. We want to export that meat. Anytime we're turning that corn into ethanol, we export the ethanol, the DDGs, all those things, including whole-shelled corn, is how we look at trade in the area of corn.
Well, talking about that, talking about trade, there's some kind of important things going on right now as we speak as it relates to our trade agreements.
Yeah, certainly trade agreements are one of the things that are top of mind, NAFTA being the one with Mexico and Canada. Mexico is our number one market for a lot of different commodities, not just corn. Some of our meat products are also extremely important down there. So it's one that we have to watch very closely, and we have to put a little bit of trust in that our leaders are going to negotiate a good deal for agriculture, but we don't want to slide backwards. That's the big message that agriculture has shared with the administration. Don't let our agriculture slide backwards in this. Korea is another one. We want to really focus on Korea. It's a major market. They have no capacity to grow their own. They need to have trusted partners like us. The United States always wants to present ourselves as a trusted partner for exporting to Korea.
Well, I'm really excited when you talk about there was a new announcement as it involved China. You kind of touched on that, exporting ethanol. I think this could be really huge because it's really a value added for us.
Yeah, all these commodities are fungible commodities, meaning anytime we increase demand in another part of the world, that helps our price here at home. And so if China introduces ethanol into their fuel supply, that's going to help clean up their air, but it's also going to build a world market for ethanol. That's got to be a very positive thing for the United States farmer and the United States ethanol producers.
Most certainly, and I guess the side benefit from that when we're sending a value-added product, that creates jobs.
You bet, and that's the great success story, especially right here in Ohio. We have 7 ethanol plants, and when you know that we've had an expansion of those. We used to take our corn, we'd have a low-priced commodity, we'd ship it outside the state, and other states would add value to it, and they would export it. With ethanol right here in the state, with livestock production right here in the state, we get to add value to it. That's tax revenue for our state. That's jobs right here at home, and it's positive for anybody that lives in the country or the city.
It's interesting talking with some of the other co-op managers and some of the other producers in the state of Ohio. They actually believe that in a very short period of time, we're going to be using all of our corn here in Ohio. We're going to be corn deficit because of the feeding and the ethanol production.
Yeah, you bet. We used to do some studies to try to find out the grain flow and where Ohio's grain was flowing to. Well, now it's almost like only within our borders, and that's a really good, positive thing. We don't mind. Our success is everybody in the Midwest's success, but we really have some fantastic things going on right here in Ohio with livestock production and ethanol.
Well, us as a farmer in our family farm, we have an ethanol plant. We're so fortunate to have an ethanol plant within 6 miles or 7 miles of our grain bins. So man, that is great for us and all the producers in our area. Because our basis, is really good in our area.
Yeah, the only time, if you're working in a commodity world like we do, the only way to add value to it is to increase demand. And so what we're talking about is increasing demand for corn.
Well, Tadd, if somebody wanted more information, where can they go?
Well, we'd love to invite them to check out our website at ohiocornandwheat.org.
Thanks for being with us today.
Hey, thank you.
We'll be back with more in Ohio Country Today right after this.
Welcome to